Hey everybody, Gabe Suarez here from Suarez Tactics. So today we're going to talk about a concept called the asymmetric dot. All right, this is something that we teach in our, well, we used to teach in our red dot pistol classes. We don't teach those anymore because virtually every pistol that shows up's got a dot on it. So it seems redundant. So we just teach pistol classes now and understand that most people are probably going to bring dots, but or optics, I should say. All right, but basically, the asymmetric dot is based on a parallax-free optic. Now, you've heard that term before many times, I expect. This is what parallax-free means. It means that the dot remains fixed on target regardless of how it's seen by the shooter. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you're standing here in a perfect shooting position, shooting a target like on the range, okay, you're always going to see that dot in the center of the window, okay? But there's times when maybe you're shooting one-handed because of necessity, or maybe, you know, you've fallen down, or maybe you're vertically displacing or something, and you don't quite get that perfect dot centered in the reticle like we discussed in the previous video. So oftentimes what you'll see is you'll see that dot in the window, but it's going to be out of place. Okay, now, if you have co-witness, like we spoke about in the previous video, that equals trusting the dot, okay? Wherever that dot appears on your target, that is where the bullet is going to hit, okay? Regardless of how the pistol is doing. So think of the pistol, okay, it's pointed over here, the dot is there. If the pistol is like this, or like this, or like this, or however, as long as that dot remains right there, that's where the bullet's going to go. Okay, so here's some examples. Okay, we have the shot, the dot in the upper left quadrant. We have the dot off to the right. We have the dot to the top. Now, look at the blue outline of the target. Okay, as long as that dot is centered on the spot on target that you want to hit, whether it's upper thoracic cavity or cranial-ocular cavity, that's where the shot's going to go. So this allows you now to shoot at a speed that maybe wasn't possible before under those duress circumstances, okay? That's one of the advantages of the dot. Now here's another one with asymmetric dot. There are circumstances where, you know, you may not want to pop out and go, ha-ha, Captain America here to save America, okay? Because you're behind cover or what have you. So in those circumstances, you may be able to just get this pistol slightly off of cover, okay? And as long as that dot is touching the target that you want to hit, you're going to be able to get a hit on that target. So it's a little bit safer. Now, this is something that you have to experience on the range, shooting behind cover and so on, to really appreciate. But it's an attribute that you get with these optic pistols that maybe aren't quite possible or as easy to do with iron-sighted pistols, okay? So anyway, that's the asymmetric dot. Now what I suggest you do, next time you get out to the range, just set up a target there, okay? And hold your pistol so that it is centered on target, but move the pistol or move your face in relation to the pistol so that you're seeing the dot in the upper right-hand corner, upper left-hand corner, lower right-hand corner, lower left-hand corner, and just move your head around the optic like this. As long as you maintain that dot center of the target, it won't matter where your face is positioned or in relation to how the pistol's positioned either. As long as that dot is on the target that you want to hit, you'll hit. And so try that exercise. Remember, set the target up and hold the dot dead center, but move your head around that optic so the dot appears to be in these different positions in the reticle. And then fire maybe a 3, 4, 5 round group there, and you'll see that the asymmetric dot is a tactical advantage with optics pistols. Okay, moving on.